Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we reveal our dad joke and this day in history. So, for Friday, February 13th, why did the policeman smell bad? He was on duty. That only works in American accent where duty and duty sound the same. All right. And on February 13th, 1689, what do you think happened on February 13th, 1689? Well, William and Mary are proclaimed joint sovereigns of Britain. So, following Britain's bloodless, glorious revolution, Mary, the daughter of the deposed king, and William of Orange, her husband, were proclaimed joint sovereigns of England under the country's new Bill of Rights. William, a Dutch prince, married Mary, the daughter of the future King James II, in 1677. After James's succession to the English throne in 1685, succession, I should say, the Protestant William kept in close contact with the opposition to the Catholic king. After the birth of an heir to James in 1688, 7 high-ranking members of Parliament invited William and Mary to England. William landed at Torbay in Devonshire with an army of 15,000 men and advanced to London, meeting no opposition from James's army, which had deserted the king. James himself was allowed to escape to France, and in February 1689, Parliament offered the crown jointly to William and Mary, provided they accept the Bill of Rights, which greatly limited royal power and broadened constitutional law. All right. I would like to thank the following people. Thank you to Gary Fertile for signing up as a new Tier 1 member. Thank you so much for your support. Also, thank you to the following who have started a new month. Thank you to Big Davy, Eric, Katie, Olivia, and Kiki Kohler. All right. Well, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got Wayne, Parliament. What's the chances that we were just talking about Parliament? All right. Wayne, Parliament, Standard, Lesson. Kent, Sink, Sheer, Colors. Stark, Camel, Banner, Utter. Reseed, Pure, Flag, and Salem. All right. Salem, Massachusetts. The Salem witch trials. Huh. There's Kent, like Kent State, the massacre. Clark Kent, like last names of superheroes. When I see Parliament, I think of Parliament of Owls, the grouping for owls. But I'm not seeing anything else like that. I mean, if we got Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne and Tony Stark, they are all on the left side next to each other. So, I mean, yesterday we did have a category that was in these 3, but at the very least, if you see them like placed suspiciously close to each other, be extremely suspicious of that category. Don't like just lock it in right away. See if it works with all the other categories. I'm not sure what the 4th hero would be anyway. Bruce Banner, probably. So let's hold off on that. We got 2 Marvel and 2 DC, but they could just be superhero last names. Anyway, let's see what else we've got besides that. Sync, like in sync, like synchronize. Is this bands with the first letter removed? Sync, okay. Lesson, Parliament. Reseed. Is this like supposed to be a homophone of recede? Utter chaos. Colors, plural. Here, I'm not sure what to focus on here. I keep jumping around. Stark. Okay, so if Wayne is not Bruce Wayne, what would it be? That might be a good question to ask. Wayne. Wax and Wayne. Actually, it is. It's a homophone of Wayne, like the moon thing, like you're decreasing. Recede, so you're decreasing, right? You're Wayne, you recede, you Salem, I don't know. Lessen, you lessen, and you sink, maybe? Like a sink, like it drains. Sink I'm less confident about. I'm going to go with this. I think it's purple. And I think it's homophones of words meaning to lessen, to decrease. Homophones of ways to get smaller. There we go. Okay, so it's not the superheroes. So it is probably the rainbow herring. So let's think about Kent then. What would Kent go with? That I'm not sure of. Like, what else would Kent mean? Kent. Okay, I guess I can't do Kent yet. How about stark? Like a stark contrast. Something that's obvious. I kind of want to appear in it. Maybe utter and sheer. Like what else would go with that? Okay, and then we've also got banner and flag and colors and standard. I think are all like ways of showing what army you are or whatever. And that would leave Kent and Parliament and Camel and Salem. What the heck is blue doing? I think this is blue because I don't know what it is. I know that's a really objective way of measuring. Obviously, this is hard because I don't know what it is. Let's see. Kent, Parliament, Camel, and Salem. This feels so random. But like, I think I have the categories right, so I'm just going to lock this in as blue. Cigarette brands. Oh, no wonder. I think I am familiar with Camel as a cigarette brand, but I think it's safe to say I don't know much about cigarettes. So of these other ones, I think that the banner and the flag and the standard and the colors, I think that's a bit harder. So they might make that one green. Yeah, pennant. All right. Stark, pure, sheer, and utter. Just like to the extreme. Downright. Okay. Hey, I got my perfect reverse rainbow, and I wasn't even trying for it. Once I got purple first, I decided to at least try to figure out what blue was. Yeah, I don't know my cigarette brands. Luckily, I was able to figure out all the other ones. This is definitely one that is going to be a struggle for a lot of people. So you better figure out all the other ones. And so I think that makes this puzzle difficult. I mean, if you smoke, you might know. But since I don't know anything about these brands, I don't know if they're international or if they're regional or what. So that could even cause a problem for a smoker who doesn't live in that region. So anyway, for that reason, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5, and I think we have a 60% solve rate. But perfectly happy if it's easier than that. Superman, yeah, showing us the rainbow herring. Perfect. 2.4 is what they gave it. That's a strange rating. It's pretty low too. All right, 54%. So my 60% was conservative. They're so off, like on the hard ones, they're so off on the difficulty. Yeah, all right. Wow, the reverse rainbow 1 in 156, especially considering the solve rate, that's extremely common. I love getting that 99 skill for reverse rainbow. All right. I need the game to tell me that I'm skilled at it. All right. Of the people who won, and so keep in mind that that's only half the people who played, we get green first by the majority, bare majority. Yellow is pretty common as well. Blue is more common than purple. So I wonder if it is not safe at all to say, but it would be fun to say that 12%, maybe even 6%, because only half won, but 6% of the people who play Connections are smokers. And I think that's a leap of logic there. But anyway, second, it's about the same. We swap green and yellow. We have a little bit more in purple. And then ever. So we got a lot of people who got nothing, and a ton of people who did not get purple and blue. So pretty standard there for a difficult puzzle. So yeah, 14% got nothing, but actually 16% got yellow green. So that's the top category. Because I combine these. I don't really care what order it happened in. I just want to see what colors were gotten and which one weren't. So 16% yellow green, 14% nothing, 7% green, 6% yellow. And then it's just down to like 1% blue only. Unsafe to say, but still fun to say that 1% of the players were smokers who then couldn't figure anything else out. All right. 34% of people fell for the superhero surnames. Is Wayne a cigarette brand? I don't know, but maybe you know 3 out of the 4 cigarette brands and you're trying to figure out the 4th, and so you think maybe Wayne is. It's that, or it is a cigarette brand. Colors, banner, flag, Parliament. I could see Parliament being like a flag type thing. Oh, Wayne, Kent, Stark, and Salem. Are those all in Ohio? Oh. Did they do like a double red herring type thing? I don't know. I'm just believing the AI here, which I probably shouldn't. It's often wrong. Standard, sheer, stark, and pure. Absolute adjectives. That's probably what it's probably identifying the green category, but then putting standard in there. All right. Most common first mistake is, of course, the built-in rainbow herring. And it is also the most common first lock-in. Then we've got green, yellow, blue, and then we've got this other red herring, which I'm assuming are cities. Maybe Ohio cities, I don't know. Standard, sheer, stark, and pure. So putting standard in instead of utter. And then Wayne, lessen, sink, recede. So purple first is 2%, which is usually about the floor percentage for purple. Because there's about 2% of people who try to get purple first. They solve the whole puzzle maybe on paper or like the way I do, and then get purple first. All right, well, that's it. How'd you do? Hello, let's do pips for Friday, February 13th. We'll start with the easy. Ooh, okay, so 5 goes into the equal. It's going to be 5-4 or 5-3. We don't have another 3, so it's 5-4. Our last 4 is 4-6. I don't think that goes into 4. A less than 3 comes down into here. So this 5 goes right. So that's 5-3. This is going to be 2 blank, and this is going to be 1-6. Perfect. Okay. Not really much to say there. It just kind of filled out with forced moves. That's generally what easy is. Let's do medium. Interesting one. So we gotta have a very small domino in here. The smallest domino I have is this 1-1. Can't make it any bigger than that. So this is going to be a blank. We only have blank 5. Do I have 2 other 5s? I would actually need a double 5, and I don't have that. So this blank 5 goes. Oh yeah, this blank 5 goes down. What double do I have? I have double 3. So I better have a 3-5 going down. Yep. All right, this is going much better than some of the past ones. 5-4 and 5-2. I don't have another 4. So this is 5-4, and this is 5-2, and this is 2-6, and this is 6-3. All right, that was actually surprisingly forced. I think they finally made medium a little easier. Maybe this was a fluke, though. Let's do the hard. It is 2 puzzles in 1. All right, they love doing that. I need 5 zeros just completely occupied by these cells alone. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So the double goes somewhere in here. I'm not sure exactly where. And then we're left with a 0-3, a 0-2, and a 0-4. Okay, so I'm looking at this 17 up here. 3 6s is 18. So it actually has to be 6-6-5. And since we don't have a 0-6 or 0-5, what I'm going to do is I'm going to at least mark that this goes down. All right. So since all the blanks are used, this is all ones. This 4 and 4 is all ones. How many ones do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the double goes somewhere in here. I'm thinking double 1, double 6. Do we have a 5-1? So this works perfectly. And then I do have a 1-3 and a blank 3. So I'm just going to vibe that. I'm not sure what's happening here, but this has to be a double. How many doubles do I have left? 4, 4, and 5, 5. I kind of have an issue here, right? Where if I do this, then I have to also do this. And those are exactly equivalent dominoes. I actually made the mistake yesterday of saying that when it wasn't true, but this is definitely true. This is an equal cage. This is an equal cage. These two are the same. These two are the same. So I can't draw it this way. Oops. I don't need that anyway. So I have to draw it this way. But now I have the issue that I need the same double twice. So clearly, I have already made a mistake. So does this 1-3 go down with a 3-3 here? Maybe. But now I don't have a double 3 to go here. Okay. Maybe we just make a little tweak here. Like this. Or even like this. Does this? No, this doesn't help. But this is different. This allows the final 1-3 to go here. So I don't need this to be the 0-3. It could be the 2 or the 4. So now I need a 3 going down into something I'm going to have 4 of. And then this would be a double. So I'm going to do this, 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 and this, just to remind myself. All right, that feels a bit more possible. I might be able to figure it out, but I wonder if I can narrow it down by looking over here. And I have to remember that this placement is not guaranteed. In fact, I'm just going to pull it out. So 24 and 6 is all 6s. How many 6s do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2, 3, 4, and 5 attached. So I think we're going to do like the typical thing here of this being the 3, this being the 4, and then this being the 2. And then 6, 5 could do this. Again, I'm vibing it. And this ends up wrong. Okay, so it's not that. This is a greater than 2. So I could do this. Either way, that's the double blank if I do all this. I mean, this is still vibed. These don't have to do this. Do they have to do it? Maybe not. Like, for example, oh, let's see. No, I don't have an example. No, this is, if I'm going to do this, it's forced to be using these exact dominoes. Okay. Sorry. I don't have a 0. I don't have a domino that can do this. I don't have a 0-4 or a 0-5 or a 0-6. No, I do have a 0-4. Okay, so let's try that. What am I talking about? So 0-2 or 0-3 down here. I don't have a double 2. So 0-3 and then 3-3. Now I hope and pray that this is completable. 0-2 is 2-3 is forced. It's not completable. So, I mean, a lot of this could be wrong. It's got the general right dominoes over here, though. So, okay. So even if this layout is wrong, I think I have to use... Okay, the only thing maybe negotiable is using different 6s over here, but I don't think so. Okay, so, and all these zeros do end up in here. I can't have... shoot. What have I done? Is this rearrangeable to make this work? No, because my double 3's gone. I could do this. Does that help? Oh boy. Something like this. Oh, I think I have it. Phew. I fiddled with it enough to fix it. Oh no, I don't have it. What did I mess up? Five, 5, 3. Darn it. Okay. 5, 5, 3. Can this be salvaged? Where's my other 5? Here, here. Ooh. Okay. This is all I have to do. Boom. Vibe to the extreme. Vibe and fiddle, fiddle. But at least I got it done in less than 30 minutes, so that's a bonus. How'd you do? Let's do the mini crossword for Friday, February 13th. Let's play. Like flowers that never wilt. Fake. Italian city that's hosting part of the 2026 Winter Olympics. Oh, I probably should know that, shouldn't I? Huh, that's strange. Weird. Regions. Probably ends in S. I'm not sure what it is. Crossword clue, for example. Guy in a kitchen. A chef? No, Guy Fieri. Oh, how do you spell his name? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. Guy Fieri? I don't know. It's probably wrong. Visitor from another world is an alien. Gold measurement. Carrot. Is that AT or OT? I have probably a lot of vowels wrong, but I'll fix it in e-crosses. Don't tell me how it ends. Don't spoil it. Kissing sound. Like smooch? I don't know. Oh, this is Milan. Okay. Regions. Oreos. No. Areas. So yeah, it is A there. I thought it might be. Oh, it's moi. What's the last letter of moi? Oh, a crossword clue is a hint. I didn't know crossword clues were called hints. Maybe they're not. Maybe this is just because it's e.g. it's an example of a hint. I don't know. I wouldn't classify a crossword clue as a hint, but because like you can't. It's maybe there's a more general definition of hint, but in my head, a hint is like extra information that you can opt into. But like a crossword clue is the puzzle. Like if there weren't any crossword clues, you could never fill the grid correctly. So anyway, I don't know. How'd you do? Mwah. Let's do strands. Today's theme is see what I mean? No, I don't. But I have a V here. That's a little suspicious. I'm thinking we have to start with V because how are we doing IV? Like we don't end a word in V and we can't really continue from the V with like two letters around it. I don't think. I mean, you never know what happens at syllable breaks, which is the issue. But let's think about starting with V. See what I mean? Viter. Okay, maybe I don't think about the V yet. So anything else I can look at? Dev. See what I mean? Capiche. Is that kind of what we're going for? That sort of vibe? Like words for do you understand? I don't know what else it would be. Oops. I changed the DPI of my mouse. All right, I think that's what I had it on. Pith. Okay, I gotta find any word. I think I'm gonna need to at least prep for a hint. Mode? I wonder if mode can somehow be part of a word. Motive? Nah. Motive is with a T. Domo? Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Male? Meow. Lame. Spelled wrong. Panama. Panama. There you go. Oh, that's accepted. I think because it's probably some food item. I don't know. Something else. I don't know. Clam. I think I'm gonna have to start with a hint today. I'm completely lost. Whoa. Chart. See what I mean? Chart. Video? Are these just ways of presenting stuff? Like a presentation? I don't know where our spanogram is. What's this one? A model? Yeah, so these are like ways of... Okay, so visual aid. That's what it is. Visual aids. Got it. Diagram. They're all diagonal. That's interesting. Photo. One laughed. Oh, this is one word. Phaniphagogic. That's it. Phaniphagogic. No? What is this? This is such a long word. Maybe some kind of graph. Pictograph? No. I don't know how graph would work because... Oh, it's graphic. It's It's got to end with graphic, right? Infographic. 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 There we go. All right, I got there. One hint to get started. Weird one today. How'd you do? Hello. Today's bonus game is Squirtle, the daily Squirtle. So I'm just going to start with steel. Some good letters. Get us started here. I'll explain how the game works. So we are trying to solve 6 words that kind of cross each other in a similar way to Wordle. So we have 6 5-letter words, 3 across, 3 down. When we guess them, we have to guess them in order. So notice it's highlighting the middle ones now. We guess both the row and column at the same time. We do the first, and then the third, and then the fifth. And then it repeats. These are our lives, how many mistakes we can make. Every time we get a correct word, it actually ticks it up by 1. All right, what else can I say? So the clues. This red E, this black S is telling us that S is not in the puzzle at all. So our keyboard S is blanked out. The white T here is telling us that there is a T in the puzzle, just not where we guessed it. Not in this row, not in its column. This red E is telling us that somewhere in this vertical word, we do have an E, but not in the horizontal word. If notice that there's arrows pointing up down to help us remember that. There's also yellows, which are the opposite. It's in the row, but not the column. There's oranges, which tell us it's in the row and the column, but not there. And if it's a big one and green, then it is there. We need to turn them all green. All right. I'm going to see if this ends in E and get all new letters otherwise. Common letters left are R and N. I wouldn't mind trying another L because we know there's an L somewhere. So maybe an L something N-E. Like, I think I'm willing to guess an A in the middle as well. Let's just go with plain. Well, they're all white except for the E. All right, so we know that, okay, so we know that this is not N, but there's an N in the row. But we also know this one's not N because there's a white N in the column. So N, N, or N. The L doesn't go here or here, which is quite nice to know. And it doesn't go here. Okay, so this white L, this white L, this white L tell us these 3 aren't L. This red L tells us this one's not L. So actually, we know the L is there. Now, hasn't actually placed the L. It's just a note for myself to remember that that's L. The A doesn't go here or here. It could go at the end, but I'm going to guess it goes here. So I use an unfilled circle for a guess and a filled circle for a logical deduction. Okay, I don't know if I have any more logical deductions. How about the E? Not here, not here, not here. So it's here or here. I think it's a little bit more commonly here, so we're going to try that at some point. I think I just want to get a bunch of letters. Let's get all new letters. Definitely want to get an R. I don't know why I thought of crowd. I'm not going to do it. I like to end in Y for our final word because it's actually surprisingly common. Maybe not so surprisingly common. They have a shared last letter. And so having them both end in Y is pretty common. Or E, but we know they don't end in E. So what do I want to do to end in Y? Maybe something like curvy. I don't know. Okay, no Y in the puzzle. No C or U in the puzzle. Good to know. There's an R in this word and this word. I don't think this could be an R. A-R-L? There is snarl, but that's shifted. Maybe something A-R-L-Y? No, but there's no Y. All right. What do I want to guess here? Do I want letters or... Maybe I should try to confirm this A-L? Maybe. There isn't an A or L in the top word, though. Maybe I should just try for more letters. Something like an O-I here. Or O-I this way, or I-O. Trying to get the rest of the vowels in. I'm a little struggling to use all new letters here. It could end in R, I suppose, with this R sitting here. So why don't we try to end in R, but have all new letters otherwise? Like, what about visor? We know there's a V somewhere. And we already tried it in this column and this row. So let's try visor. Oh, there's no S in the puzzle. So visor would be wasting the S. But what else can I do there? Keep thinking of like diode, biome, but I don't want to use an E. Neither word has an E in it. Come on, I gotta guess something. Why don't I just go with visor anyway? Okay, it does start with VI, so I should have thought of a different VI word. All right, so we know that these are really powerful because we know it's the O is in one of two places, so it's narrowed down quite a bit already. What would this be? VA something L. You know what it could be is, oh no, but I was going to say it could be villa, but there's two problems. This can't be an L, and this can't be an I, but there is an I. So is it VAIL? I don't think that's a word. Veil, I mean, veil by itself is a word, but we need a fifth letter. I think it's voila. Okay. An in word, maybe? In, and then an R somewhere? Not at the end, otherwise I do like infer. No, there's no E either. What's this word? VI something. Does the O go here? Is that possible? In row. I suppose the N could go at the end. We could go. I don't know. This could be the O as well. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. What starts with VI? Vital. Oh, T. We haven't found where the T goes yet. This is going to be A something R. R is somewhere here. Huh. I don't know what to guess. Maybe just an ER word vertically. Maybe I can try an RUR word. What vowel do I have available? So this second letter, if I wanted it to be a vowel, because it doesn't have to be, but if I wanted it to be a vowel, it can't be A or I. It could be E, another E, or the only E. It could be O, could be, there's no U, so E or O. Maybe something like borer. It is OER. This is not an R. Okay. I wish I could think of this word. Maybe I can guess something here. Maybe an R second. DR? I still can't figure out this word. That would mean a vowel here. We'd have to end in a vowel, not A or E. Could be I, could be O. Maybe not. Maybe I want the R to be at the end. Maybe. I'm still trying to figure out A something R. A-I-R maybe? Air. Error. Well, this isn't an E. Maybe I should try an R here. And then a vowel here. It could be an A. It could be a few things, though. It could be I or O. Not I. It could be O. What am I doing here? I don't know. Is arid spelled like this? I'm just going to try it. No, it's just 4 letters, right? Agar, A-G-R, A-I-R, A-E-R? No. Can't be A-E-R. This is really tough. So I need to find an O here. There's an O in this word, so I think this is an O. I think we're cross-referencing there. We need an R, which then would be forced here, and this is what? I-R something O. What the heck? Is this a W then? Or what? A D? I don't know what to guess here. A T? Wait, I need an N somewhere. So is it an N? Whoopsie. Yeah, the N would be forced. I don't see this being a word. I-R something O-N. Well, when I get to it, I'll guess argon and see if that gets me anything. We need a P somewhere in the puzzle. Maybe apron? I'm going to guess apron here. Oh, nice. Okay. That's what went between the A and the R. So this is not... What are we doing? Okay, so this doesn't have to be O. So maybe the R goes here. And then this isn't... Oh, I mean, this could be another N, I suppose. Should I just get voila now? Let's get voila now. Okay. So what's next? There's so many OER words. I don't know what to do here, but what goes after VI? I still haven't figured it out. This O we found, the R is somewhere. Oh, right. I said I was going to guess ingot. I don't know. I don't know if that works. And you need to use an R anyway. We need to find this N. Something like this. There is an O in this word. It would be forced here in this case. I'm going to guess scorn to see if that O or N's in the right spot. Okay, so that narrows it down. Not O, not O. This is O. Okay. What the heck is this word? I something something R-O. We have an N. Not here. Intro. It's a T. Is this another V? Voter? What's this doing? The R, maybe R-O? Or is it O-R-N? I guess scorn again. I'd like to actually get the word, though. What would go V-I-V, though? Vivian. What do I know about this word? We have the I. Vivid or something? Drown. Okay, so this is drown. This is vivid. And this is intro. Okay, finally. Ooh, that took a while. Tough one today. I don't know. I just struggled getting letters. Oh, that's a mess. Okay. Well, how'd you do? And let's spin the bonus wheel and see what tomorrow's game will be. It is Bill C's suggestion of Squirtle. So we'll do it again. I don't think of it as, oh, we're repeating the game, because we're doing a different entry. It's a different person who suggested Squirtle. So there's no reason I should reject that person's suggestion just because it just happened. So we're just going to play the same game again tomorrow. All right. How'd you do? And that is it for this puzzle. Hope you enjoyed it. There is a link at the end of the video. That's it for this video. There's a link at the end of the video if you would like to watch my Wordle solve. And there's a pinned comment if you would like to watch any of the videos I created today. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.